You've given me a few words there on, I'm very careful about speaking in a way that they can hear it. So that...
And yet,
yeah.
you're not wanting to honor their flawed belief systems that are holding them back.
Great.
That's the tricky part
Yeah.
about approaching people who maybe aren't ready for the intuitive part of this. But as you begin speaking, as you continue to speak more and more in terms of what you know to be, use words like gut feelings, intuition, right place, right time, things lining up, unseen forces, trends in the marketplace, sensing of what those trends are, aligning well, being more efficient, having more fun in all of it, not trying so hard, getting out of your own way. All of them understand all of that. Use sports metaphors. It's like having trained your physical body into capability along with everybody else that's playing this game in a similar way, but having the edge because you are intuitively knowing where that guy's going to be. You already know how tall he is. Those stats are available to everyone. You know how tall he is. You know how often he makes that shot. You know how often he assists. You know how often he plays the game well. You know how many wins and how many losses. You know a lot about that guy. But right here, right now is the only thing you want to know. And what you want to know right here, right now is where is he going to be in relationship to where you're going to be? What's his relationship going to be in relationship to what you want? This is in the moment timing that you're teaching them. You can't teach someone how to be in the right place at the right time in a dynamic, moving basketball game or in a dynamic, moving economic market. So what you're teaching them is fluidity. What you're teaching them is sensitivity. What you're teaching them is intuition. And if they don't want to know about that, then they're going to play a mediocre game because they're just going to throw a whole lot of mud on the wall and some of it's going to stick. But none of it is going to be satisfying, you see.
God, that sports analogy is so much about being present, not planning.
Right here, right now.
Yeah, right now.
In relationship to everything else that's moving around.
Yeah.
Because this is for sure, and how many of your clients are ready to hear this from you? You will know. But this is for sure. The source within them, their inner being, knows everything that they want and knows where they stand right now in relationship to it, and knows the path of least resistance from where they are to where they want to be, and is giving them impulses, you see. If you want to help them, you've got to teach them to feel the impulse and to respond to it. And until they start feeling one and following it and seeing where it leads, they're not going to know if the impulse is coming from connection or if it's coming from fear, if it's coming from desire or if it's coming from belief, if it's coming from something wanted or if it's coming from an awareness of wanting to guard against something unwanted. You have to play this game with the knowledge that you can provide for them before you can be the intuitive, in the right place, at the right time, having a good time, being that you were all born to be. Yeah. Isn't it fun?
It is.
Isn't it fun and when you think about it, would you like it to be any other way? Really, you say you would, but you don't. Well, sometimes you feel like you want to say, all right, everybody just stand still and let me get a bead on where you are. Just stand still, let me think about it. Like the sports announcers, they freeze the frame and then they draw on the picture. And Esther thinks, anybody could do that. Turn it back on and figure it out, smart guy. In other words, you got to be in the game. You got to be in the game. And you got to care about your placement in it, you see.
Yeah.